morning students. So in previous session we are discussing about model question paper 1, that is in mathematics. Okay, now today I will continue part D section. In part D 5 mark question, total 10 questions. Out of 10 questions attempt any 6 question. Now here today I am going to deal with question number 43 in part D. Now here part D problem, that is 43 question. The length x of a rectangle is decreasing at the rate of 3 centimeter per minute and the width y is increasing at the rate of 2 centimeter per minute. When x is equal to 10 centimeter and y is equal to 6 centimeter, now the question, find the rate of change of perimeter as well as area of rectangle. That is 5 mark problem. Very simple question. Now here the length x of a rectangle, this is rectangle. Here PQRS is a rectangle. X and y be the length and width of the rectangle. A be the area of rectangle. Now here let P be the perimeter of rectangle. P is denote perimeter and A be the area of rectangle. Okay. So you know the formula for perimeter of rectangle. What is the formula for perimeter of rectangle? 2 times L plus B, that is 2x plus 2y. 2 times length plus width, that is 2x plus 2y. Okay. This is called as equation 1. And what is area of rectangle? Length into width, that is x into y. Now given data, the length x of a rectangle is decreasing at the rate of 3 centimeter per minute. That is dx by dt is given. If it is decreasing, we take minus sign, minus 3 centimeter per minute, because it is decreases. Whereas the width y is increasing, dy by dt is equal to how much? At the rate of 2 centimeter per minute. The width y is increasing plus the decreasing minus sign. Okay. Now when x equal to 10 centimeter, when x is equal to 10 centimeter and y is equal to 6 centimeter, now the question, first one, find the rate of change of, first one, find the rate of, denoted by d by dt of what? Perimeter P. Second one, find the rate of change of area of rectangle. So to calculate dp by dt as well as dA by dt. Okay. Now to find dp by dt, so that differentiate equation 1 with respect to t. Okay. Differentiate ಮಾಡಿ, derivative of p with respect to t, dp by dt is equal to derivative of 2x, 2 constant, into dx by dt plus 2 derivative of y with respect to t, dy by dt. Okay. Substituting the value, 2 dx by dt value minus 3 centimeter plus 2 dy by dt value plus 2 centimeter. 2 into minus 3 minus 6, 2 2s are 4, minus 4 plus 2, that is minus 6 plus 4, minus 2 centimeter per minute. So find the rate of change of perimeter. Perimeter of the rectangle is minus 2 centimeter per minute. Then differentiate to find dA by dt, so that differentiate equation 2 with respect to t. dA by dt is equal to derivative of x into y. Here product of two functions, apply product rule. First function as it is x into dy by dt plus second function y into dx by dt. Substituting the value. What is x value? 10. dy by dt value is given how much? 2. Plus y value is how much? 6. dx by dt is minus 3. 10 2s are 20, plus into minus, minus 6 3s are 18, 20 minus 18, 2. Measurement of units, square centimeter per minute. So rate of change of area of rectangle is 2 square centimeter per minute. Okay, this is problem number 43. Now 44th problem, based on that is integrals. Now find integral of 1 divided by under root of a square minus x square with respect to x, and hence evaluate integral of 1 divided by under root of 9 minus 25 x square. 44th question. Now here first part, evaluate integral of 1 bar root x a square minus x square, and hence evaluate integral of 1 by root 9 minus 25 x square. Okay, now here to solve first part. What is first part? Integral of 1 divided by under root of a square minus x square with respect to x. So the given data, it is not in standard form. Make it as standard form by suitable substitution. Now here by substituting, take x is equal to, you know what is that, a sin theta. Okay, now this implies sin theta is equal to x divided by a, or theta is equal to sin inverse of x by a. Then differentiate both sides with respect to theta. Derivative of x with respect to theta, dx by d theta. A constant, derivative of sin theta is cos theta. Cross multiply, dx is equal to a cos theta into d theta. Therefore, given expression, integral of 1 divided by under root of a square minus x square with respect to x is equal to integral of, the value of dx is a cos theta d theta divided by under root of a square minus x square, x value a sin theta, x square is a square sin square theta. Okay, then further simplify. Further simplification, that is equal to integral of a cos theta into d theta divided by root of, take a square common, 1 minus sin square theta. That is integral of a cos theta divided by 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. Square root of cos square theta is cos theta. Square root of a square cos square theta is a cos theta with respect to theta. A cos theta cancel. That is integral of 1 with respect to theta. Integral of 1, you know, theta plus c. But the value of theta is sin inverse of x by a plus constant of integration c. So remember, hence integral of 1 divided by under root of a square minus x square with respect to x is equal to sin inverse of x by a plus constant of integration c. Using this, evaluate integral of, ಏನಿದೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮು, 1 divided by under root of 9 minus 25 x square with respect to x. Check it. Verify whether given data, is it in the form of standard result? No, because coefficient of x square is always 1, but here coefficient of x square is 25. Make it as standard form so that we can write 1 divided by, in the denominator take 25 common, 9 by 25 minus x square, correct? But square root of 25 is 5. 5 is constant, take outside, into integral of 1 by under root of 9 by 25 is same as 3 by 5 to the power of 2 minus x square. that is 1 by 5. Clearly it is in the form dx bar root a square minus x square. Its value is sine inverse of x by a. A value is 3 by 5 plus constant of integration c, that is 1 by 5 sine inverse of that 5 goes to numerator 5x by 3 plus constant of integration c. Okay. Next, problem number 45. 45th problem. Using method of integration, find the area enclosed by the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. To find the area of circle x square plus y square equal to a square using integration method. Of course, you know the formula for area of circle. What is area of circle? Is pi r square, where r is the radius. Instead of r, radius is here a, so area of circle is pi a square. To prove that result by using integration method. Now how to solve given data? X square plus y square is equal to a square. Using this, y square is equal to a square minus x square, or y is equal to under root of a square minus x square. Now here consider a circle. Now x square plus y square equal to a square, it represents equation of circle with center is at origin and radius is a. Since the circle cuts the x-axis at a dash, y-axis at bb dash. Okay. Now here center is at origin, radius is a. Since OA lies on which axis? X-axis. What is coordinates of point A? A comma 0. Now to find the area of complete circle. So what can you do? First to find area of first part. One part area solve ಮಾಡೋಣ. Multiply by 4 times. Because circle divided into 4 parts. So required area of circle is equal to 4 times area OAB. Right? 4 times area OAB. That is 4 into area bounded by the curve with x-axis is given by the formula you know, a to b y dx. A is lower limit, b is upper limit. Here lower limit is 0, x-axis upper limit is a, y dx. What is y value? Under root of a square minus x square with respect to x. Okay, but you know the formula. Integral of root a square minus x square with respect to x. Do you remember that formula? That is 4 into integral of root a square minus x square is equal to x by 2 into root of a square minus x square, remember, plus a square by 2 into sine inverse of x by a between the limits 0 to a. Okay. By using by parts, integral of root a square minus x square is equal to x by 2 into root, remember, a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse of x by a between the limits 0 to a. Now put x equal to upper limit. Put x is upper limit, a by 2 into root of a square minus x value a square plus a square by 2 sine inverse of a by a. Minus lower limit, put x is 0, 0 into that value is 0, sine inverse of 0 is also 0. So that is 4 times this is 0 plus a square by 2, a cancel, sine inverse of 1. Okay, that is 4 times a square by 2 sine inverse of 1 value, how much degree? 90 degree. 2 into 2, 4 get cancelled. That is pi a square, measurement of in its square units. So area of circle using integration, its value is pi a square. Remember, okay. Next problem, problem number 46, that is based on linear differential equation. Find the general solution of linear differential equation, general solution of differential equation x into dy by dx plus 2y is equal to x square. Condition x is not equal to 0. Okay. Now here verify whether given data is it in the form of linear, that is a linear differential equation like dy by dx plus py is equal to q. No. So eliminate x, so that divide by x. See what happened? dy by dx plus 2y by x is equal to x square by x. Clearly it is in the form, linear differential equation of the type dy by dx plus py is equal to q, where p value 2 upon x, q value is x. Now to find integrating factor, what is the formula for integrating factor? E power integral of p dx, that is e power integral of p value 2 by x with respect to x, e power 2 constant integral of 1 by x with respect to x, that is e power 2 integral of 1 by x is log x, that is e power, by using laws of indices, n log m is equal to log m power n, that is log x square. Now e power log x square is equal to x square, because as you know that e power log f of x is equal to f of x. What is f of x value? Here x square. So e power log x square is equal to x square. X square is the integrating factor. Therefore to find the general solution is, what is the formula? Y into integrating factor is equal to integral of q into integrating factor with respect to x plus constant of integration c. Substituting the value. So y integrating factor is x square is equal to integral of q value x, integrating factor is x square with respect to x plus constant of integration c. Then further simplify, yx square is equal to integral of x into x square x cube with respect to x plus constant of integration c. Then integrate, yx square is equal to integral of x cube is x power 4 by 4 plus c. Now divide by x square, therefore y is equal to x square by 4 plus c by x square. This is the required solution of given equation 1. This is the general solution. Okay. Whereas 47th problem, 47th, that is a 3D problem, 3D geometry. Derive the equation of line in space passing through a given point, and parallel to a given vector. Both in vector and Cartesian form, both vector and Cartesian form. Look here. Most important theorem, derive an equation of line passing through a given point and parallel to a given vector. Let x, y, z axis, 3D, 3 axis, O is the origin. If a line, L be a line, which passes through a given point, let A be a point, say x1, y1, z1. Okay. And parallel to the vector, say B. Parallel to the vector B. ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಲೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಲೈನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈನ್? ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಟೀಸಿಯನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಓಕೆ, now O is the point of reference, that is origin. Okay, now construct, take a point, let P be a point, say XYZ be a point on this line. Okay, join OA and OP. Now OA is called position vector and OP is also position vector represented by vector R. OA is position vector represented by vector A. Now here OA is position vector represented by vector A is equal to A is a point x1, y1, z1, position vector is x1i plus y1j plus z1k. Okay, OP is position vector represented by vector R, that is xi plus yj plus zk. Okay, since AP is parallel to the vector B, now take B is the vector, say in general AI plus BJ plus CK. Take any one vector, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು vector ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. Since vector AP is parallel to vector B, clearly two vectors are parallel. Parallel is nothing but collinear. As you know that two vectors are parallel or collinear. Condition, coefficients of ijk are proportional, or another condition, one vector is equal to some constant into another vector. Therefore one vector AP is equal to some constant, say lambda into vector B. Okay, but AP using position vector we write OP minus OA is equal to lambda into B. OP is the position vector represented by vector R. OA is the position vector represented by vector A is equal to lambda into vector B. Okay, therefore vector R is equal to, rearrange A plus lambda into vector B. Correct? Vector R is equal to lambda B minus A goes to right side plus A, or A plus lambda into B. This is vector equation of line. This is vector form. Okay, then to find Cartesian form. Now you know the vector R, you know the vector A and also vector B. Put all vectors in equation 1. Now equation 1 gives, what is vector R? Xi plus yj plus zk. What is vector A? X1i plus y1j plus z1k plus lambda into vector B is ai plus bj plus ck. Okay, simplify. This implies xi and here x1i. What is common? I common. We write x minus x1 into I. Right? Yj, y1j. J common. y minus y1 into j, zk minus z1k, z minus z1 into k is equal to lambda ai plus lambda bj, remove that bracket, lambda ck. Okay. Now equating the coefficients of ijk, equating the coefficients of ijk in LHS and RHS. See what happened, x minus x1 is equal to lambda a, y minus y1 is equal to lambda b, and z minus z1 is equal to lambda c, or x minus x1 by a is equal to lambda, y minus y1 upon b is equal to lambda, and z minus z1 by c is equal to lambda. Observe it, first term is equal to lambda, second term is also lambda, third term is also lambda. We conclude that hence x minus x1 by a is equal to y minus y1 by b is equal to z minus z1 upon c. This is Cartesian form of equation of line passing through a given point and parallel to the vector b. First one is vector r is equal to a plus lambda into b, that is vector form. This is Cartesian form. Okay. Next problem, part D, last problem, 48th. Probability of solving specific problem independently by A and B are 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 respectively. If both try to solve the problem independently, find the probability that two questions, the problem is solved, second one exactly one of them solve the problem. Look here, there are two events. Let E stands for A solve the problem, F stands for B solve the problem. Now since E and F are independent events, now by definition of independent event, P of E intersection F is equal to P of E into P of F. You know the definition of independent event. Okay. Given probability of E is given, A is solve the problem denoted by E, probability of E is 1 by 2, probability of F is 1 by 3. What about probability of not E? Probability of E dash is equal to, you know the formula, 1 minus P of E, 1 minus 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2. Similarly, probability of F dash not F, that is 1 minus P of F, 1 minus 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3. Now therefore equation 1 gives P of E intersection F is equal to P of E 1 by 2, P of F 1 by 3, that is 1 by 6. Now first question, the problem solved, find the probability that the problem solved, either problem solved A or problem solved B. So that is probability, required probability P of problem solved A, P of E or F, that is nothing but P of E union F. But P of E union F, you know the formula, P of E plus P of F minus P of E intersection F. Substituting the value 1 by 2, P of F 1 by 3, P of E intersection F is 1 by 6, after simplification 2 upon 3. This is required probability problem solved. Whereas second one, exactly one of them solve the problem. Now that is exactly one of them solve the problem means either E solved, that is A solved, or B not solved, or A not solved, B solved. Two cases. So E intersection F dash or E dash intersection F. Now to find probability of E intersection F dash or probability of E dash intersection F, that is P of E intersection F dash, or that is nothing but plus P of E dash intersection F. But P of E intersection F dash, by using independent event, P of E into P of F dash plus P of E dash into P of F, substituting the value, that is 1 by 2, P of F dash 2 by 3 plus P of E dash 1 by 2, P of F is 1 by 3, that is 1 by 3, 2 cancel, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6, LCM is 6, 3 2s are 6 1s are 2 plus 1, 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is the exactly one of them solve the problem. Okay. Next, last part, that is part E, 10 mark question, 49th A. based on properties of definite integration, prove that integral from 0 to a f of x with respect to x is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x with respect to x, and hence evaluate integral from 0 to a root x bar root x plus root of a minus x. Now to solve first part, let I is equal to given data integral from 0 to a f of x with respect to x. Okay. Now here to prove that 0 to a f of x with respect to x equal to 0 to a f of a minus x with respect to x, take RHS, let I is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x with respect to x. Now to prove LHS part, this is RHS part. Now here by substituting, take a minus x is equal to t, then differentiate both sides with respect to t. Derivative of a constant 0 minus derivative of x with respect to t is dx by dt is equal to derivative of t with respect to same variable t 1. Cross multiply, dx is equal to minus dt. Now corresponding the limits at x equal to lower limit 0 implies put x equal to 0 here, put x is 0, a minus 0 is a, so that t value is a. At x equal to upper limit a, t value put x equal to a minus a 0. Therefore given expression integral from 0 to a f of a minus x with respect to x is equal to, at x is 0 t is a, at x is a t is 0, f of a minus x by taking t dx value minus dt. Okay, that is take minus sign outside, a to 0 f of t dt. Okay, by properties of definite integral, if the limits are interchanged, the value of the integral changes its sign, that is plus 0 to a f of t dt. Okay, again you know that by properties of definite integral, integral from a to b f of x dx is equal to same limits a to b f of another variable t dt. Instead of t we can write x dx because t and x are the variable here. Okay, now that is equal to LHS. Therefore integral from 0 to a f of x with respect to x is equal to same limits f of replace x by upper limit minus x a minus x with respect to x. First part is over. Using this, evaluate the problem. Now take the problem I is equal to integral from 0 to a root x divided by root x plus root of a minus x with respect to x. Clearly lower limit is 0, upper limit is finite value. Apply that property, x changes to a minus x, that is root of x changes to a minus x by root of x changes to a minus x plus root of a minus x changes to a minus x with respect to x. That is 0 to a root of a minus x divided by root of a minus x plus a cancel, that is root x with respect to x, called as equation 2. Now add these two equations. Equation 1 plus 2 gives, see what happened, I plus I, that is 2I is equal to integral from 0 to a equation 1 root x divided by root x plus root a minus x plus equation 2 root of a minus x by root of a minus x plus root x with respect to x. Okay, that is integral from 0 to a, take the LCM, LCM is root x plus root of a minus x, here in the numerator same term root x plus root of a minus x with respect to x. Both the terms same get cancelled, so that 2I is equal to 0 to a 1 with respect to x. So 2I is equal to integral of 1 with respect to x is x between the limits 0 to a. Hence 2I is equal to upper limit a minus lower limit is 0. So that 2I is equal to a. Therefore I is equal to a by 2. So that problem answer is a by 2. This question is 6 mark, 49A 6 mark 49B, 4 mark. Now here 49B question, very simple question based on continuity problem. Find the value of k if f of x is equal to kx plus 1, if x less than or equal to pi, cos x if x more than pi, is continuous at the point x is equal to pi. The given function is already continuous. Then to find the value of k. Okay. Now here to find left hand limit as well as right hand limit. LHL is equal to limit of f of x as x tends to pi minus. That is limit x tends to pi minus. Select the function f of x such that x is less than pi. Which one is kx plus 1. Put x equal to pi, k pi plus 1. Then to find RHL, limit of f of x as x tends to pi plus, that is limit x tends to pi plus. Select the function f of x such that x is more than pi value, cos x. Put x equal to pi, cos pi, cos 180 is minus 1. Since the given data is continuous, already the given data is continuous. Since the function f of x, is continuous at the point x equal to pi, that is given by definition of continuity, LHL is equal to RHL. You know the value of LHL, how much? K pi plus 1, RHL is minus 1. This implies k pi is equal to minus 1, transfer it minus 1. So that k pi is equal to minus 2, therefore k is equal to minus 2 divided by pi. So the value of k is minus 2 by 5, that is 4 mark. Then last question 50th A, based on linear programming problem. Now the question, solve LPP graphically. Maximize z is equal to 4x plus y subject to constraints x plus y less than or equal to 50, 3x plus y less than or equal to 90, both x and y should be positive. Solve graphically. Okay. So how to solve? Now here this is objective function, these are the constraints. Now first step, to convert the constraints into equation, graph of. To convert inequality into an equation, x plus y is equal to 50, here 3x plus y is equal to 90. Now to find out the points x and y, put x is 0, y value 50, y value 0, x value 50. Similarly here to find out the points x and y, put x equal to 0, x is 0, y is 90, y value 0, 3x is 90, x is 30. Therefore points are, A is the point 0, 50, B be a point 50, 0, C be a point 0, 90, and D be a point 30, 0. Okay. Join the points A, B and C, D. Okay. Now draw the graph. X and y axis, O is the origin, scale 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Here y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 unit. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Locate those points in x and y plane. Points locate ಮಾಡಿ. X is 0, y is 50. This is a point, 0, 50. Put x is 50, y is 0. B is the point 50, 0. Join AB. Clearly these two inequalities are slack inequality. So join AB, that line is thick line. This is first equation. C is the point 0, 90. 0, 90. D is the point 30, 0. Join CD. Now verify. There are two parts, upper part, lower part. Now shade the portion. Now for our convenient, take the point 0, 0. Put x is 0, y is 0. Now put x is 0, y is 0 in second inequality as well as third inequality. Put x is 0, y is 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 less than 50, yes. 0 plus 0, 0 less than 90, yes. Therefore 0, 0 satisfies both inequality 2 and 3. Both inequality 2 and 3. Okay? Satisfied agittu andre, therefore solution region contains the origin. Contains the origin. Contains the origin means towards the origin. If it does not satisfy, away from the origin. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಶೇಡ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಈ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಲೈನ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶೇಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಎ ಬಿ ಲೈನ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶೇಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್? ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್. Okay? So these two lines intersect at this point E. Now by using inspection method or by simultaneous equation, so coordinates of point E, I think 20, 30. Baruta 20, 30. Corner point. Now there are four corner points A, E, O, D. Now here from this graph we observe that here O, A, E, D is bounded feasible region. Bounded feasible region. Therefore coordinates of corner points are origin. A is the point 0, 50. E is the point 20, 30. D is the point 30, 0. Now to find maximize corner point, maximize z is equal to yesterday 4x plus y. First corner point origin, right? Second corner point A is the point 0, 50. E is the corner point 20, 30. Then D is the corner point 30, 0. Put those corner point in objective function. Z is equal to 4 into 0 plus 0, 0. Z is equal to 4 into 0, 0. Y value 50, that is 50. Z is equal to 4 into x value 20. 20 into 4, 80 plus y 30, that is 110. Then Z is equal to 4 into 30, 120 plus 0, that is 120. Among those, which one is maximum? 120. Therefore maximum value of Z is equal to 120 at the corner point. D is the point 30, 0. ಗ್ರಾಫಿಗೆ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ z is equal to 120 at the corner point 30 comma 0. Okay. Now last question, 50th B, 4 mark. Fiftieth B question in model paper 1. If A is equal to 2 cross 2 matrix 3 1 minus 1 2 satisfies the equation A square minus 5A plus 7I is equal to 0, and hence find A inverse, where I is the identity matrix of order 2 cross 2, because the given matrix of order is 2 cross 2. Take I is the identity matrix of order also 2 cross 2. Okay. Now there are two parts. First part, to prove that matrix A satisfies that equation. Now here given data, A is the matrix 3 1 minus 1 2. To prove that A square minus 5A plus 7I, first to find A square is same as A into A, that is A matrix 3 1 minus 1 2 into A matrix 3 1 minus 1 2. Multiply those two matrices. How to multiply? Row by column. 3 into 3 9, 1 into minus 1 minus 1, 3 into 1 3, 1 into 2 plus 2. Second row by first column, minus 1 into 3 3, 2 into minus 1 minus 2. Second row by second column, minus 1, 2 into 2 4. That is 9 minus 1 8, 3 plus 2 5, minus 5 3. This is A square matrix. Now to prove that A square minus 5A plus 7I. Now LHS A square minus 5A plus 7 into I is equal to, substituting the matrix, A square matrix 8 5 minus 5 3 minus 5. A matrix given, first row 3 1, second row minus 1 2, plus 7. I is the identity matrix 1 0 0. Then further simplify, first term as it is, minus by scalar multiplication of matrix, multiply each element by 5. 5 3s are 15, 5 minus 5 10. Again by scalar multiplication 7 0 0 7. Observe it, all the matrices having the same order. By subtract and adding the corresponding elements, 8 minus 15 plus 7, 5 minus 5 plus 0, minus 5 minus of minus 5 plus 5 plus 0, 3 minus 10 plus 7. That is equal to 8 minus 15 minus 7 plus 7 0, 5 minus 5 0, 5 minus 5 0, 3 minus 10 minus 7 plus 7 0. All the elements are 0, that is known as 0 matrix denoted by 0. That is equal to RHS. Therefore, A satisfies the equation, that is A square minus 5A plus 7 into I is equal to 0. First part is over. Second part, using this find A inverse. Don't apply A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. ಅದನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು equation ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, this is characteristic equation. Using this equation to find A inverse. How to solve? Multiply equation 1 by its inverse. Operate equation 1 by A inverse. See what happened? A inverse into A square minus 5A inverse into A plus 7A inverse into I is equal to A inverse into 0 0. But A inverse into A square is same as, we can write A into A, right? Minus 5A inverse into A plus 7A inverse into I is equal to 0. But A inverse into A using inverse matrix I into A minus 5 A inverse into A identity matrix I plus 7 A inverse into I A inverse I is the identity matrix. Okay, this implies I into A minus 5I plus 7A inverse is equal to 0. Rearrange 7A inverse is equal to minus 5I goes to right side plus 5 into I, matrix A goes to right side minus A. So 7A inverse is equal to 5I. 5I is the identity matrix 1 0 0 1 minus A matrix given 3 1 minus 1 2. So that is 7A inverse is equal to, by scalar multiplication, multiply each element by 5 0 0 5 minus 3 1 minus 1 2. Okay, then further simplify. 7A inverse is equal to, subtracting the corresponding elements, 5 minus 3 2, 0 minus 1 minus 1, 0 minus of minus 1 plus 1, 5 minus 2 3. This is 7A inverse matrix. Therefore A inverse is equal to 1 by 7 into 2 minus 1 1 3. This is the inverse of a matrix using that equation. So A inverse is equal to 1 by 7 into 2 minus 1 1 7, or we can write A inverse is equal to, by scalar multiplication, 1 by 7 into 2 2 by 7, 1 by 7 into minus 1 minus 1 by 7, 1 by 7 into 1 1 by 7, 1 by 7 into 3 3 by 7. Okay. So this completes model question paper 1. Paper 1 is over. Correct ಆಗಿ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay. So this is model question paper 1. Okay. Thank you.